Yo, what is up, everyone? How are we doing today? Today's been an amazing day, right? Today we managed to make 2,000 like 500 something. I don't know, ballpark around that. No, like 2,000 like 700 maybe. But really good day today, guys. We're up right now a total of 10K right now on the week. So we're gonna go in and do a quick trade recap. All right. So let's go ahead and per usual, we start at the 15-minute time frame, right? Because I mean, that's how personally I trade. That's how I find my draws on liquidity, right? So whenever I get on the charts, I hop on the markets, right? I'm looking for a 15-minute draw on liquidity, okay? And with that being said, I mark out highs and lows, right? And I more so react to, what the market's presenting to me, right? So market opens, and obviously we have these lows right here, low right here as well, right? We have a low right here, low right here, low right here, low right here, right? So what does market do? Okay, so market, as soon as it opens, it goes ahead and takes out an internal low, right? We have this low, we have this high right here. Sorry, we take out an internal high, right? Immediately, we immediately take that out as soon as market opens, right? So we have a draw of liquidity. We've swept a draw on liquidity, correct? And with that being said, what happens after that? So the market either goes for liquidity or it's going to be rebalancing, internal, external, right? So we just went for external, right? What are we going to do now? We're going to go for internal, right? So internal liquidity is right here, and then low key, to be honest, once we set that high, we just kind of like dumped super low, right? And I believe there's like a 4-hour gap. Yeah, we just dumped and we came to this 4-hour gap here, but we also have this huge 4-hour gap from yesterday's news candle, right? So yeah, we have a huge gap. We also have this little end dog, new day opening gap. But yeah. All right, so let's scale back lower, right? So to be honest, I was pretty bearish for today, right? Especially after seeing this move lower after sweeping the liquidity. It's that's some like confirmation for me, like, okay, we just swept liquidity. Okay, what can I expect following this? Correct. So liquidity sweep, displacement lower, right? Okay, we're pretty bearish. I don't see any bullish indications, right? If we're bullish, we'd probably respect some bullish PD arrays, but no. It's just this. It's respecting a lot of bearish confluences, right? So okay, I'm gonna be like, okay, we've displaced lower. We rebalanced into this fair value gap, which is also right here. There's gonna be some PXL right here. So we rebalanced into PXL right here, and following that rebalance into PXL, we go lower. We failed to sweep this low though, right? So we failed to sweep this low, and that failure to sweep that low was like a confluence to me. Like I kind of took it like, okay, like we failed to sweep it, but I still think the market is very, very bearish, right? I also did have my my footprint, my book maps open up, so I could analyze, and I could also see that there was a lot of like visual orders and like resting orders at this low. So this was like a pretty like jam-packed low. Like this had like, it was really juicy. Like this low was like a big draw on liquidity, right? I have been using book maps, just like get some like indication. So with that being said, right, let's go ahead and delete this, right? We're gonna go ahead and delete all this stuff right here, and we're gonna just draw it out ourselves. So what do we have right here though, right? This is a 15-minute low that did get manipulated through, so it's gonna be PXL right here, and sorry, I'll put this right here, and we also have a 15-minute low right here, right? So we have like a low-key a good amount of PXL here. We have PXL like all over the place. So it's just being pretty cautious and waiting on the market to react, properly, right? So we failed to sweep the low, right? We do have an order block right here, right? Mark out the order block. We respected the order block. We displaced higher. The thing is, right, I could have been open to these longs right here, but I did not take these longs, and we would have probably targeted like the negative 2.5 or something like that, right? I wasn't open to taking these longs just because of the fact, right, that dude, we are very bearish, and we also have that we have that 15-minute low waiting for us right there, and we're trending lower, right? Like we're literally making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, right? So we're trending lower, right? And it's just one of those things where I'm not gonna take a reversal just because we haven't swept that low right there. Although we have swept this low right here, that low is literally right there waiting to get swept, right? You feel me? So that being said, kind of just waited it out. Some of my friends did catch that long, right? But on the opposite end, right, we had PXL. not only that, but with the PXL touch, we also ended up putting in an SMT at the highs, right? Which is one of those things that, like, okay, we have an SMT, it's like really good confirmation because we could expect a possible reversal here, right? Especially because, like, the way we're trading. So what we do here is we make an order block, right? Move up, then move down, boom. This is going to be the order block candle. Great. What do we do, right? We respected the order block. Well, I mean, we kind of came back into this rejection wick, right? And then we displaced off of that. With that being said, with this rejection block, then we displaced off of that. But I'm still going to keep in mind that this was like an order block, right? It got, respected in a sense, right? So, with that being said, following that respected order block, and I'm obviously I enter off a displacement, right? So I'm not going to limit like here, I'm not going to enter off OTE or any of that. I'm going to wait for proper displacement, right? So I enter off exactly right there, right? My stop loss is going to be at the manipulation high, right? And my take profit is just going to be at this draw on liquidity right here, the one that I knew had a lot of orders waiting to get filled, right? And it's simple as that, guys. It's a 1 to 1.3. That's exactly how we do it, right? Literally every trade I've taken this week has been along the lines, something very similar to this. And yeah, it's really that simple, guys. It's just being patient and reacting to what the market's telling you. It's pretty funny, like me and my friends joke about it all the time, right? But it's literally each candle tells a story, right? So it's just really being patient with the markets and just letting the markets tell you what it's gonna do, right? Don't tell the markets, don't predict, right? Just react off of it and trade off of it, with a signature that's showing, right? So again, this is just one of those days where it's like you gotta be patient, and also, because I mean, I could have taken a long here, and I could have gone like a stop loss immediately, and then gone higher. So I don't want to FOMO into a long right here, just because I know we could have sweat that liquidity and then done something, right? And then we just seem to have chopped literally the rest of the AM session. So not too much going on. I mean, I caught the move of the day. This model is so probable, and it just shows up all the time. And then once you pair it with order flow as well, you can just have like high signature targets. I mean, like really high liquidity targets. So it just works out better in the long run, right? But yeah, overall, amazing day, guys. Please let me know how y'all did today. It's been pretty good this week. We are up a total of 2K across 5 accounts, right? So it's been a great week. We're gonna continue this momentum, and we're just gonna continue to take an A+ setups and executing based off of not predicting, but reacting off of what the market's telling us, because that's exactly how you should go about it. You don't predict. You're just not shit to predict. You just react to what the market is telling you, right? So yeah, overall good day today, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Recap for that. Yesterday we had an amazing day too. We had a 5K day yesterday. Just no recap on that. That's only gonna be for my premium students. But yeah, I'll see y'all boys later today. Y'all have a blessed day. Make sure to use Alpha Futures codes, Tradeify code, and Apex. It's gonna be code CBAS, right? And tap into my TikTok, Instagram as well. It's gonna be NQCBAS. If I do want to see more of me and more content there. With that being said, though, y'all have a blessed day. I'll see y'all. Goodbye. Peace.